character. It's what defined his career. This is Off the Cuff with Chris Nilan on TSN 690.
I want to ride my bicycle.
Welcome back to Off the Cuff. Knuckles with you here. Sean Coleman aside me. Coming up on August 12th, there is a bike challenge, and it is called the CIBC 401 Bike Challenge, which Knuckles will be a part of. I am not riding a bike in it, but I will be there to greet everybody at the finish line. And the only reason I'm not going to partake is I'm having surgery on Thursday on my ankle, and I will not be ready to do this by then.
Just thought you were looking for the easy way out.
No
there,
easy way.
Chris.
Knuckles never looks for
like
the easy
Queen,
way
just
out.
wave at everyone. Hello, hello.
Yeah, it'd be nice. Actually, I wouldn't mind being in the back of a rickshaw. If I could sit in the back and do the old royal wave, it would be fun. But over the past 11 years, this will be the 12th year, a multi-day format of a CIBC 401 Bike Challenge has grown steadily in popularity to the point that about 50 enthusiasts will be sharing the road in August this year. The bike race goes from Toronto to Montreal, and with us, the founder of this race, Gene Piccoli. Gene, how are you, pal?
I'm great, Chris. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, no
really
problem.
Appreciate it.
Listen, yourself and your wife, Angie, started this bike challenge. Why did you start it, and how much have you raised over the last 11 years?
Well, I was inspired by my wife's battle with cancer before we had children, and we weren't sure we'd be able to have the children after the chemotherapy. And then, obviously, we did, and we decided to align my love of cycling with something to give back to the community. So we launched this in 2005 when my son, who was 13 at the time, was by my side. We had Angie and my daughter Lauren, who rode the bus, made sure we were all fed and hydrated. And 8 of us left Toronto, and that was the first edition of the 401.
Okay, the first edition. Now, the bike challenge itself, you got 50 people riding, and where does it start? Where does it finish?
We typically start on a Wednesday morning, where the riders depart from the Toronto Sick Kids Hospital. We then we've got rest stops every 50K to make sure everybody's properly hydrated and fed. And we have very nice lunches. And we travel from Toronto, out of downtown Toronto with a police escort, which is pretty cool because they block off all the intersections in downtown Toronto. And then we make our way on to Belleville. Where we overnight in Belleville, and then from there, next day, Thursday, we depart Belleville and we go all the way to Cornwall, and then finally the Friday morning we depart Cornwall and we come into the Super Hospital on Friday afternoon.
Okay, so for people who would like to partake in this, how do they go about it? And actually, if you're from Montreal, how do you get to Toronto?
Well, we basically, the Montreal riders all take a train, so we via rail it all the way to Union Station downtown, so it's a great bonding experience. The riders, the new riders get to know one another. It's pretty cool. We are always welcoming new riders, so we're open to new riders who want to take on a personal challenge, do something good for the community. The cause is a noble cause, and I can tell you that no one has ever walked away from this ride telling us that this wasn't perhaps the most epic bike ride of their entire life.
Okay, so the challenge 2016, so far $46,364 has been raised, 13% of the goal. How do participants raise the money? They go around and solicit?
It's a grassroots type of thing, obviously. So we have some riders who literally raise it, putting on cake sales and muffin sales, and we have a lot of other riders who have networks, corporate networks, so they're able to raise the money a little bit easier. But at the end of the day, everyone pledges to raise close to $4,000, which for the most part everybody does do. And my bank, CIBC, which I'm very fortunate to have a bank that supports cancer is a very important thing for them, and they've supported me since day one in this cause, and they're our title sponsor. So they've really been great supporters, and I don't think we could have built this for 12 years without their support. So we raise the money. It's going to start coming in the last few weeks leading up to the event. Yeah.
So Montreal, Toronto, that is not a short bike ride. A lot of rookies, or is it mostly experienced advanced cyclists who sign up for this?
You know what? It's mostly avid riders. We've had a couple of people who basically they thought, well, I cycle to work on a hybrid every day. Is that good enough? And that would probably be a little difficult. So we would ask people.
You might be sore the next day.
Yeah. One year we had a police escort, but we had it by mountain bike. So the Toronto guys were fun. We really tried to wait for them. It was funny, but no. We usually we're all we ask people to have a little bit of group riding experience. You really should do it with a road bike, and you really should train and have probably about 3,000 kilometers in your legs leading up to the event, and then you're good to go.
So I'm only about 2,900 away from that.
That's all. Okay, how can someone register for the ride? How much does it cost to register? And is there a cutoff date?
All we have to do is just Google 401 Bike Challenge. So the information is all there. It's all point and shoot. And it's a very, very nominal registration fee considering what the riders get, because they get a team kit. We put them up in three nights of hotels, sit down meals, lunches, all the hydration, all the snacks, all of the support. We have full-time mechanics on the ride. So we put on a really good advice. So the cost of the registration is a fraction of what it really costs per rider. And it's all on the website. It's all intuitive. Just go on there and register. We're always looking for new riders. We're always open.
So if you don't want to ride and you want to donate, same thing. You can just donate, go to the website. Same deal.
Just go to the website and it says donate here. And in fact, it'll give you a pull down as to who you want to support. So, yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, the ride itself. Now, you can also go for one day. You don't have to go for all three.
Oh, yeah. We fully recognize that 3.5 days with the team on the road is a big ask, and for some people it's cutting into their vacation time. So we do offer the possibility of joining us either on the first day. So if you want to depart from Toronto Sick Kids and just join us for the first day, or similarly, people can join us in Cornwall or St. Annabelle for the last day, and all of that information is on the website as well.
Well, I have a deep connection to the Montreal Children's Hospital, and back when I played, I had quite a few friends that were in that hospital. Now, the funds raised from the race, does it go to a certain department? Does it just go to the hospital? Does it go to a certain place?
Good question. The event supports part of the funds go to support Toronto Sick Kids. I would say the majority of the funds has gone to the Montreal Children's Hospital, and specifically towards programs, Sarah's Floor. It goes to buy equipment, pay for salaries for, top-rated, world-class researchers. Every year we sit down with the Montreal Children's Hospital, and they go through all of the needs, and Angie and I basically decide what we deem most appropriate at that given point in time.
So this year, where does it go?
We haven't had that discussion yet.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So.
But it all goes. Toronto Sick Kids and Montreal Children's Hospital, that's 100% of the funds go there.
Well, that's awesome. It's awesome what you do here, raising funds for those two hospitals. Like I said, always been a huge backer of the Montreal Children's, and what a way to be able to raise some money and have some fun doing it. If you want to donate, you want to participate, you go to the 401 Bike Challenge. Check out the website. You can donate. You can join in and take a bike ride from Toronto to Montreal, and you can meet Knuckles at the finish line. How about that, Gene? That'd be worth it right there, right?
Knuckles, it'll be an honor to have you at the finish line.
Well, I can't wait. I can't wait. Listen, thank you for taking the time, and I wish you all the luck with the upcoming challenge on August 12th.
Thank you, Chris.
All righty.